This is from University of Bridgeport. Looking at yourself now from when you were a kid, what would you say to anyone who said to you, you couldn't do it?
Wouldn't say a word. I just play the video.
You'd show them, right?
That's right.
You'd show them. Wow. Now, Dion, was there any major leaders? I know that you mentioned two. But, for example, students who are listening right now, you are a great inspiration. Can you tell us of some other leaders that, you've taken their message to heart and you've adopted their message and to make yourself reach your highest potential? Do you have some words or different people you can share with the student audience?
Now, I can easily give you some names. And one of the things I truly believe that leaders are readers. There's so much knowledge out there that if you pick up, a book from Napoleon Hill or pick up a book from, John Maxwell, and there's so many, Stephen Covey, there's so many people out there that have so much knowledge in books. And that's one of the things that I fell in love with. I guess my mom had me read. You'll find me at Barnes & Noble, the airports all the time reading. But at the same time, I could learn something from common people. Although I could give you so many different great leaders, there are great leaders around you all the time. Now, the leader, it doesn't matter how much money you make to be a great leader. What matters is the impact that you make and the influence that you might have. And so my encouragement, first of all, is don't always on TV and outside for great leaders. There are great leaders in your community. If there's not, be that great leader in your community. The second thing that I'll definitely encourage people is books. You'll be amazed. But what happens is sometimes we put too much faith in the leader. And we sit back and say, oh, man, this is great, great knowledge. And then, like people do, they make a mistake. Or they do something and they let us down. Then all of a sudden, we try to take everything they've learned from that person. We sit back and say, you know what? Forget them. But remember, a lot of times it's concepts. I'm a leader of concepts, sometimes more than just people. Because I understand, people are people. But leaders are all around.
Do you have any books that you have read recently or books that you would recommend?
I have. I've read some great books. One book that I've read recently is 177 Habits of the World Class. And that's by Stephen Feingold, which is a great book. John Maxwell, he has one that's called Put Your Dreams to the Test. And that's a wonderful book. It gives you like 17 things to consider about your dream, what you want to accomplish in life, and do you have what it takes to bring that to pass. That was another great book. The Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. I think he's the godfather of success when it comes just to concepts, which is a great book. Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Definitely a big fan of. And Les Brown. Those are just some of my favorites.
And your books as well.
Yeah, but I didn't want to brag.